Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another show on the Birdhouse Sports Show. This is Son.
Pops, and we got some breaking news for y'all that's going crazy. I don't know what's
Absolutely.
drinking water in Dallas, but it's something going on where they traded they major players. Let's check it out. Let's see what's going on in this crazy NFL.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Breaking news, breaking news. Man, oh man, man, oh man. Your boy Jerry Jones. I don't know what's up with
Wow.
him. But yeah, it literally happened, y'all. The Dallas Cowboys have traded Michael Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. Um, I I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But just to provide the details, right? We want to get into the details. Specifically, um, Dallas has traded Michael Parsons. Uh, what they're getting back in return from the Packers is a first round pick, 2026 pick, and also a first round pick for the 2027 draft as well as I believe nose tackle Kenny Clark, who I believe is a three-time Pro Bowler, so a solid player. But you got a 26-year-old and Michael Parsons, who's literally in his prime, and you give them up for what? I mean, literally 1 week before they play my Eagles, the opening night Thursday night football. I just do not understand. How do you trade Micah Parsons? And not only that, shout out to the brother. He got a huge, huge contract. Um, Literally paying him like what $47 million a year, like
Yes,
130,
sir.
I believe
Ah.
around 130 guaranteed. So he definitely resetted the market. But man, Pops, what you think? What's going on with Jerry Jones? I'm
You know, everybody respect a moneymaker, but he's off his rockers. He's the GM. He's the owner. He won't let nobody else chime in to do anything. All he was trying to do is do what he did traditionally. Times has changed. We got to get away from holding back what you used to do in the
right,
past and go forward.
right,
Everybody like to hang on to the past. Go
right,
forward. Stop. Get away from the beeper.
right,
We got cell phones. Let's
right,
go, people. We got
right.
state of the art equipment out here. We got to stick out with the old contracts the way I used to do it. Can't do the same things no more, Jerry. And I don't know from the Dallas Mavericks to the Dallas Cowboys what's going on down their water faucet, but they need to stop drinking it. They really
Right,
need to stop drinking because to give
right,
up this diamond, show, improve,
right,
14 sacks almost every year, stop, negative push on the line where he gets them in trouble all of third and
right,
long,
right.
second and long. And it's kind of crazy you give up that production for your pride. Your pride gave him up because nobody in the world would give him up. Your
Yeah.
pride did this,
And
Jerry.
he talk
And you
right.
need to
No,
yeah, go
I,
ahead to finish.
no,
I'm
I'm
just
right
saying,
there.
I'm just I'm shocked with the Cowboys. The
Yeah,
drama got overdone. They ain't
right.
even a story no more after this.
Right, and the thing is that Jerry Jones had this whole thing where he used to always talk to his players one on one.
Yes.
Maybe invite them over to his house or whatever, and just talk business amongst him and his players. And it's like you can't. First of all, it's actually I believe against policy for the NFLPA. And why wouldn't you want to talk to his representation um, to handle business accordingly for him? And that's all Michael Parsons was saying. It's like, hey, I have a representative. Just go ahead and talk to my representative. They'll handle the business upon my behalf. They'll let you know what I'm looking for. And then you negotiate with that individual. Do not make a negotiation with me. Period.
Because you thought you was coming to a leadership meeting where you was going to gather how
Right.
can we go to the next season with how can we start making everybody to be a little bit more accountable, and
Right.
after that was just a mirage. It was like let's negotiate this big contract. I want to pay you, but
Right.
you still got to play and dance for it for me, and if you don't dance for it for me, I'm not doing nothing with you. Well, Jerry, I didn't come here for that. I came here to talk about leadership, moving the team forward on the field. not in the front office, on the field. If you want to do the front office talk, I have an agent for that I pay money to that represent that, and that's part of the National Football League bylaws to get that done. And you want to do it behind closed doors, we can't get down like that. Don't call me no more. Call my agent and deal with him only. But I guess Michael Parsons is switching from a cowboy hat to a cheese hat, and that's
Right.
all. That's all it
That's
is.
all it is. And one thing I would just end this with is, first of all, this Labor Day weekend. This is going to take
Great.
a right. I mean, literally 1 week before kickoff, and right into Labor Day weekend. I mean, this is going to just kill it as far as media goes. But
And
the thing,
son, watch here just, excuse me, but
yeah,
watch here how fast that 26-year-old just to the defense, because all they do is gonna plug them in. They're gonna drop them right in. And whoever on the Packers wearing number 11, you might as well take that jersey off right now.
right. No, exactly. No, I definitely agree because I man, I'm just so lost. And if you are a Cowboys player, right? Especially some of the star players, you were looking forward to, you know what, Jerry Jones always do this. I think Dak did a press conference recently and said, yeah, hey, I've been through the same situation, right? So kind of the notion is like, hey, this is going to work itself out, right? He's probably going to sign him like the day before the Eagles game, and then we're going to be back in business. But now, no, right now it's like he's gone. What does that do to the morale in the locker room? That's crazy.
Well, on our first episode, I spoke on that the word in the locker room, we could play without him. They
Right.
really gonna have to play without him. If you go back to our first episode, we was talking about that. You gonna really have to play without him because the thing is if he don't play, we could do it. We could do it, and
Right.
somehow I'm assuming somehow they said, "Yo, if you want to trade him," and they was talking smoke, and then being that man is the way he is, stubborn and all about him, he was just like, all right, I'll make the deal.
I You know
Crazy.
what? It's crazy, and I know Jerry talked a lot about, especially since his documentary. We just talked about this in our first episode. His documentary drops, and he loves the headlines, right? Hey, he's made a lot of money for the Cowboys. He loves to take over the headlines, but you don't make this decision, right? Like I get Herschel Walker back in the day, like that was a crazy trade as well, but you got a lot in return. You was able to get all the draft picks to help you guys draft a lot of new talent. This ain't the same situation, right? You're not getting any younger, right? You're trying to win the Super Bowl before you kick the bucket. It's just, oh man, all I can say is I feel bad for
It's
them, man.
mind-boggling.
Yeah,
Yes, it's mind-boggling because all them Dallas fans that I know, I'm sorry. Cold Blue, I got nothing but love for you. I'm sorry you got to go through this. For all them Dallas fans, you're going to watch your man get to the All-Star game without having the star in his helmet. The best of luck to him. 47 million for anybody in the NFL getting that type of money. More power to him. It's got to go up. Times is changing. Things are getting more expensive. Don't complain about the money. Somebody was going to pay him. Jerry wasn't.
right,
Jerry
right.
said he had it, but he had to dance for it. And this is not. You messing with a young man. Young man ain't trying to dance for that money. He danced on the field for you. You didn't respect that dance on the field. Now you lost him to the Green Bay Packers, and that's the way it is. So love, you're getting love now. You're getting some big defense added to your defense, and I hope
Right.
I hope y'all have a great season. But it is what it is. We'll see either team, but everybody gonna run at the Cowboys now.
No, absolutely, absolutely. And well, we'll definitely see what happens. I know right now, Eagles, we got this in the bag. It's all day long. Let's go. But we're gonna go ahead and switch some things up here. Cover some more NFL news. Hey, we actually talked about this in our first episode, but now we actually have some results. Looks like we have here our man Terry McLaurin for the Washington Commanders. Hey, he got his money. He got his money, 3 years, $96 million contract. After a hold in with the Washington Commanders, he got his money. Hey, congratulations. Hey, he's in my division, so I don't care for him. But at the end of the day, I want everybody, every player to get their just due. He's been a pioneer. He's literally been uh, a a staple on that team. A leader. Holding things down for the organization in the tough times. And it's like, hey, it's time for the reward to man. He was a beast last year. I mean, we had some problems against him as well, the Eagles. So shout out to him. Glad he making this money. And what you think now? Like now, as far as the Washington Commanders, you know, I,
I'm excited. I'm not. I'm happy for him for standing strong, keeping his feet down, and standing know his worth, and he's
right,
gonna receive what he deserves.
right,
But the man been playing with bum quarterbacks for a minute. So you
right,
know, what I mean, they've been in
right,
the basement. They finally come out of the basement and go to the skylight. Now they
right,
don't want to pay the man that's helping them. And when he was catching balls from all types of people, you know what I mean? They should have had the janitor suited up, but they got a super stud. They got a 5-star quarterback, and McCarron
right,
and him got one of the best hookups in the NFL. Why would you not pay that man? And the same age 30 is not the same 30 as it used to be. You're 30 years old, you at your peak. I know NFL and all sports got dog years, but
right,
what's going on with exercising, the proper medicine, the proper taking care of your body, you
right,
could last more
right.
longer than anybody in a long time.
Right. No, absolutely, absolutely. And a lot of players have
And
proven that. Right. A lot of players have proven that. And we want to continue on this contract trend in the NFL. It looks like a lot of teams wait to the last minute, but as soon as you get close to that season, it's all right, let's stop all the nonsense. But we got to
yes, yes.
shout out our guy. Now, and it's a different situation for Trey Hendrickson. It's a
I'm
little bit
happy.
of a celebration for him, but he's not the actual goal he wanted, right? So he did go from getting just 16 million this year, and they upped it to around 29 million with a $1 million bonus, so up to $30 million. Much better than what he was actually going to get, so about double. So shout out to him for that. But the Bengals obviously they lowballing this guy, right? He's worth a whole lot more than this. So I'm hoping he makes it through the season very healthy. Maybe he still leads the league in sacks, and maybe hopefully he's able to get his deal. If not, hey, it's their loss. He can wind up going somewhere else, in my estimation.
Yes, indeed. I'm excited. Play your 1 year out. Do what you got to do. Get your little 14 sacks. However you do it. Don't do
Right,
it my way, but however you want to do it, you're gonna be on the market, unrestricted free agent, I believe. You get your walking papers after this year. So believe me, people coming for you right away. Long as you keep that production going, long as you keep that look going, because they
right,
don't value it the same the rest of the league do. So I'm happy for that for the future
right.
of the Ravens snatching you up. I'm giving him to the Ravens. Go ahead and do your year there. You just practice over there, then come on to this side of the birdhouse.
Right, right, right. Absolutely, absolutely. Man, I tell you, I'm looking forward to. I can't wait. We literally are 1 week away for the season starting, and I'm
Awesome,
definitely excited.
awesome.
It's awesome. It's awesome. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and switch it up. Hey, we still got a little bit more football talk, but right now we got to give some shine to our man Prime Time, right? Literally, man, this dude is just he's something special. Of course, we're gonna talk a little bit more about specifically about Colorado's game that's coming up, but always, Primetime's gonna be get on that mic. He's always going to speak his mind, and that's the one thing we love about him. So just recently, Deion Sanders, Mr. Primetime, Coach Primetime, he made a pitch for how college football players could make more money. It's simple, right? So basically, the concept is let's treat the players just like the NFL. If they make it to the tournament, which is just like the playoffs for the NFL, they should get a bonus. And every time they win, if they win, they make it to the next round, they should get additional money. There should be a bonus. just how the NFL is. And to me, I think that's fair, right? These some of these guys not gonna make it to the league. They're putting their body on the line, and you look at that TV money they're getting in college football. So why not pay them, right? They're earning millions and millions of dollars in TV rights. It's only fair with all those eyes looking on the screen that the players get a piece of that. And the prime time has always been front and center about making sure the players get paid, and I appreciate that. What's your thoughts?
My thoughts is he's God sent. He's a
Right,
blessed man. He's always been trying to do it the right way. Trying. That's why he's not liked very much. Because when you do
right,
everything with respect and give God first to everything you do, the blessings keep coming his way, and it gives him a mental break to say, instead
right,
of using them just like cattle and getting rid of them, because
right,
after football's over, they go back to the regular life. And right
right,
now, if you're doing regular life, you are struggling. Right now, you play a hobby and you get to live a certain kind of way, but everybody don't get to live that way. He
right,
trying to teach them to be respectful men, not line themselves up to get hurt, get arrested, get killed. He trying to keep them right, treat women right, treat their
right,
kids right if they have any, and just do the right thing. So let's put money in their pocket so they can come out and be good citizens in the world if they don't happen to make the NFL, if they don't finish college, if they don't get a degree, they had been made some type of contribution to their financial future where they going forward. And I love it. God bless Coach Prime.
absolutely, absolutely. And this is the reason why we continue to root for the Colorado, right? And they definitely got a big game coming up, and we're gonna go ahead and let's start talking about that. We're gonna talk about roughly around probably the top seven college football games of this weekend, and let's go ahead and why not? Let's start with our man Coach Prime and his team. So we have Georgia Tech coming to Colorado tomorrow, Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, I believe 6 p.m. Mountain Time. This is, I think, it's already been a little bit of trash talk, somewhat between both teams. Well, specifically probably Georgia Tech. Just talking about, I think it was one player that mentioned about, yeah, we heard about Colorado and all the celebrities and all of that in the sideline or whatever, right? Like they're trying to say they're unfazed by all of that. And one thing I know is that, prime time, prime is going to always use anything for motivation. So if I'm Georgia Tech, I'm not saying anything. I'm just like, you know what? We came to practice. We heard everything from our coach. We come prepared. We're going to go out there and give it our best. Because anytime you give prime time in Colorado any type of material, they're going to use it to their advantage. So I think this is going to be a great game. I've seen huge improvements to the Colorado offensive line. They're much bigger, much stronger, and faster on the line. I think now we're going to hopefully see them run the ball for hopefully at least 90 to 100 plus yards a game. That's what I'm looking for this year versus what it's been looking like the past 2 years. But what's your take on this? I think this is going to be a great game, and to see how Coach Prime can operate without his sons and Travis Hunter as well on his lineup.
Well, I think he got a good coaching crew of people that
Right.
got them kids, them young men ready. And I think any challenges, you're supposed to talk smack when you're about to
That's
face
that is
somebody. You're
that
supposed to
is
mention
true.
the
That is
things
true.
that it's like
That's
jealousy,
true.
but it's a lot of envy. That's competition. If you don't talk smack, you coming in there, you don't want nobody autograph. You want to show them that y'all the top dogs, Georgia Tech, but Colorado gonna handle their business. I just want to see what quarterback is coming out for the starter. Um,
Yeah,
um,
it's
but
actually
I
gonna be Caden. It's Caden. I believe is actually Caden Salter. So I think it's the transfer from Liberty. I think he's what, a junior or senior this
thought,
year. So
and
yeah,
my note,
right.
Southpaw wasn't coming out. I thought the freshman was.
No, no, no. They actually he went with the more senior talent, but I think what Dion is going to do, and this is what he mentioned recently, Caden Salter is going to be your primary starter. He has more experience, but I think there may be situations where he will probably use both quarterbacks, right? So we'll see what that looks like if that actually happened. But I the guy that came from Liberty, Salter, he's a runner. he actually got some wheels on him. So if things break down, you may actually see some long rushes from him. So I'm excited to see what he looks like. I think they're gonna be great.
I can't wait for the competition. I know I'm gonna be glued to it and try
Right.
to catch every bit of it because I'm gonna enjoy Coach Prime his first time being without his son, but his son dealing with enough stuff in the NFL. But Coach Brian is going to lead these new young men and change the atmosphere and keep it going. That's all he's going to keep doing because he's a blessed man. And I have to keep saying it because what he's doing for our young men, you got to applaud that. And he getting a lot of smoke from a lot of jealous people, and they need to stop it. All he's trying to do is make better men out of young men.
Right.
That's all. That's
That's
all,
yeah,
people.
absolutely. And we're gonna cover the rest of these as well. So we also have TCU, which is funny, and let me kind of connect the dots here. So you have TCU playing North Carolina. This is gonna be Monday at 8 p.m. And as we all know, we have the pretty much future Hall of Famer head coach, Coach Bill Belichick, that is the head coach over North Carolina. And it's funny that his first game is against TCU, which is the first team that Dion played against when he first came to Colorado. And if we all remember that game, you know, prime time, they took care of business. They got the victory, and man, it was off to the races after that with excitement. So, you know, there's a possibility that North Carolina could do the same. He did get, I think, like 40 transfers to come to North Carolina. There is some excitement to be, you know, coached by Bill Belichick, but to me, it's not the same. It's not Coach Prime. It's not Coach Prime. But what's your thoughts on the matter?
Well, it's not from what Bill Belichick did in the NFL.
Right,
I'm sad that he didn't get the opportunity to still coach in the NFL. But here nor there, people were scared that he'd take it over, just like they assumed Coach Prime was coming to the NFL, and they didn't want that as well. So they put him in the same category. That in that case, they both was even in that. But Bill Belichick is a Hall of Famer, number one coach ever in the NFL. Um, I just think what he got in store for North Carolina, I hope they can embrace it
right,
and listen to his leadership. And TCU gonna bring him a package, and he gotta answer that. His boys gotta answer that, and we gotta see what type of coaching he put out for North Carolina. Um, and it'll be exciting. But outside of anything, his personal life is his personal life. So just let him be the coach that we all know he
right,
is,
right.
and go North Carolina, go North Carolina.
Absolutely. We're gonna go from there.
Too much to
Um,
say on that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'll quickly go over here. So we have number 8 Alabama going to Florida State. Looks like this is going to be what 3:30 p.m. game. Doesn't say what actual day, but right now, I mean, Alabama, we used to Nick Saban being the coach and Alabama dominating, right? So at the end of the day, I think for a lot of Alabama fans, that's what everyone's looking for, right? Crimson Tide, right? Roll Tide, and to bring a lot of that
Mhm.
tradition back and to see if they can actually do something. They do have a lot of talent on that team. The thing is, can they just get great quarterback play? Can they get consistency on offense? Can they get consistency on defense and dominate like they're supposed to? And I think if they do that, they're going to be successful. I don't have much for Florida State, to be honest. I know they constantly trying to find the right formula to be successful, but it's been a challenge for them, and to say the least. But what's your thoughts on the matter?
Just to let you know, that's going to be Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay,
Saturday at 3:30
3:30.
Eastern Time, 3:30 p.m. People. What I think about it, Florida is always going to be in a rut because they didn't pick Deion Sanders as their head coach. They could have. I keep mentioning the man, but you
Right,
see what the man do to schools when he went to HBCU,
right,
Jackson State. Y'all don't understand what y'all
right,
gave up out of selfish pride, and that
right,
that always hurts a person. Y'all got to open up and see a bigger
right,
picture when y'all dealing with certain people. Blessings come your way, you avoid them. You got to
right,
deal with you deal. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
as far as Alabama go, Nick Saban, uh, his spirit has left the school. I mean, once he left and went to College Station or whatever he's doing with the college today crew, once
Right.
he left the school, the spirit left the school, the discipline to a degree left the school. They got some sharks in the water. They got some good wide receivers. They got decent running backs. But as far as their defense go, they adequate. I think a lot of people got lazy and taking advantage of Nick Saban not being there anymore. I don't know how he ran it, but whatever he did on Saturdays, they look surely different. But now they got to prove that they could play without him. They got to prove that they could exist at a high level without Nick Saban. And until they do that, his spirit is not at that university.
Right, right, absolutely, absolutely. So we'll see. I think that's going to be a great game. I'm excited. It's going to be some great football all weekend. Matter of fact, there's some football going on tonight right now as we speak. Looks like we also have looks like we have what number 4 Auburn. I'm sorry, this is just Auburn at Baylor. This is going to be Friday night at 8 p.m. Me personally, I'm going to be watching the Colorado game at that time. I might do a multi-screen. But Auburn, a shout out to them. Shout out to Cam Newton, who's actually getting honored by Auburn when he won his national championship there. It's well overdue. Congratulations to him. But that's another thing like Alabama. We want to see the Auburn of old, be successful and handle their business out there and be a contender like they have been in the past. And that's the only thing they could really hope for. Hopefully, they could turn things around. So I'm looking forward to this game, see what their season looks like, and we go from there.
Well, I don't really have too much to say, but um, Auburn, that's going to be the most exciting thing that happened when Cam come there, to be honest. Other than that, they
Right,
recruiting was too small. I mean, NIL
right,
deals is out there. You got to pay money to get stars now. And
right,
Baylor is another situation. They showed themselves. RG3 was the last person that I think even had even cheers about. So
right,
um, it's going to be a good game on their level, but they got to step it up and meet other higher teams in their competition and do something with it, and not just be a practice team when they come to certain games. I thought Auburn will always step it up, but they always been under Alabama, under elite teams' hand, and they got to open up and be a little bit more focused into on all three phases, both teams. I
right.
really don't have too much, and I'm definitely gonna watch several, switch the screens, and do the same thing you was talking about. But I'm gonna be watching mostly Colorado's.
Right.
I'm a little biased.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so we get to the top 3 games here. Man, this is going to be one I'm definitely watching. So we have number 6 Notre Dame playing at number 10 Miami U. Oh man, this is going to be Sunday at 7:30 p.m. on ABC. I mean, first of all, I love the coach of Notre Dame. Man, he's an awesome dude. Definitely rooted for him, but I also have a deep affection for Miami U. When Miami U was dominant in the early '90s and early 2000s, the U baby. But definitely, this is going to be a great game. This is going to be a test for both teams to see where they actually stand. How talented are they? How ready are they? And I think this is a great. No matter if you even lose this game, if it's close, this is probably the test you need to propel you through the rest of the season. So definitely looking for. I think it's going to be a great game.
Well, since Cam Ward got to the league, you know what I mean? They was exciting last year, but they didn't get it done in the later half of the season. But I believe they still got the nucleus there to do something. Notre Dame is on top. Notre Dame is one of them strong teams. They led very well by their head coach. They ready to dominate. They ready to do. They only lost a few, so they coming back real strong. And I don't have to say what I said about Alabama or Auburn or Baylor, Notre Dame will be ready to battle in any game, small, big, and you know what I mean,
Yeah,
playoffs, whatever. I
they
believe
made it
Notre Dame is going to make noise.
right.
Miami,
They made it
they lost Cam Ward. I think I hope and pray that they come out strong this year and
right.
represent as a team and not just one individual that took them somewhere that they should be, always should be. So go you.
Absolutely. And hey, they Notre Dame made it to the national championship. Obviously, Ohio State pulled it off, but hey, maybe they can make it back there. So we'll see. Definitely looking forward to that game. Number
Uh,
9 LSU at number 4 Clemson. Man, 7:30 AB, 7:30 p.m. on ABC. And man, I'm telling you. I don't really have much for both of these teams. You know, I'm not big on the Clemson's coach. I think both of me and you are not big on the Clemson's coach. Um, but LSU has been up and down as well. And I know they're trying to get back to their prominence and get to a national championship. Right now, I think this is just a test to see where both teams are at, to be honest. I know recruiting is something that they've both been trying to strive at, get good talent basically turn things around, especially Clemson, right? They haven't really been in the fold for a while. It's been some years since you see Clemson in the national contention. So, we'll see. I think this will be this will be an exciting game, probably a really close score game, but it's a really testament to see where both teams really lie, to be honest.
I believe their rankings should be different. I believe LSU should be 4, Clemson should be 9. However they come to these rankings, they come to it. That's what the people do. But as far as Clemson go, they got some nice skill players, whatever. Quarterback might be good, might not be good. Let's hope
Right.
he have a great season. LSU has always been pushing. I call that like Miami is linebacker U. LSU is wide receiver U. They got some dogs.
That is a
Um,
fact. That is a fact.
I a brother that would have got drafted in the NFL this year passed away. I just want to give all praises to him and rest in peace, my brother. Um, but LSU is going to be a good battle for anybody, and Clemson got to step it up because I think the college football is passing them by.
Absolutely. We say it all the time. Like that old traditional way, especially now with the NILs, everything has changed. It's pretty much like the minor NFL football league, if you will, you want to put it that way, and they're getting paid now. So the dynamics have changed. We know Dabo Sweeney was kind of like didn't really care for this new way of recruiting players and stuff like that. But hey, he's had to adjust and now get into the fold. So I think, like I said, once again, this is a testing game to see where both teams are at. But definitely looking forward to that game as well. Now, last but not least, we got number 1 Texas Archie Manning, right, at the number 3 Ohio State, defending national champions. Man, what a
Yes,
game! What a game! I mean, literally
yes,
the first week.
yes,
Um,
yes.
Honestly, this could be a
Friday.
repeat. Right, absolutely. This could be a repeat of the national championship. You just never know. There's been a lot put on Archie Manning, obviously nephews of Peyton and Eli Manning, and he has looked great, especially when he got in the game. The biggest thing about him is not just how accurate he could just launch the ball. The surprising thing is he's probably the first Manning that actually got wheels. So he can, he can,
Yes, yes,
he can
yes,
actually run with the ball. So I
yes.
literally look at him almost like a Josh Allen type of talent where he could throw, he could run, he could do different things. So I'm really ready to see that talent. I think he's already made it clear. I don't think he's coming out next year in the NFL draft. I think he's going to stay a couple years, which I think is smart. He's already making a lot of money anyway in college. And he could just use this time to really develop his game. But I'm excited. I think Ohio State has a lot of great talent that came back this year, and like I said, I think they're looking for a repeat, and I really think Ohio State has the capability of doing it.
Um, I'm going to enjoy this one as well. This one is very exciting. I don't.
Right,
I think Archie Manning is going to be very good. I don't think you should say he's going to win the Heisman yet, with so much talent in
right,
college football.
right,
But he have a good chance of doing so if the time that we did see him, he was nothing but productive in them games that he did get in, that he get pulled in. So I'm shocked that he got the skills to run that way, the pass and his toughness. He is very, very tough. And that's a beautiful thing for Archie Manning. And I think he is something to look at. And Texas defense is sharp. Watch out for number 11. It ain't Micah, but that boy could get down and do his thing. Them
right,
young men in Texas do not play.
right.
And unless Dallas is looking at for one of them to come out to replace Micah. You know what I mean? Jerry Jones seeing in the future, but he should have closed his eyes on this deal that just went by. But Texas is going to do very well. Ohio State, they new quarterback. Let's see what they do. Let's see if they bring their funk. They lost number 33. They linebacker. They good all-star Hall of Fame linebacker for college, and now he's in the NFL. Let's see who they replace him with, and see how they make stops on Texas. So that's a 5-star game right there.
Right,
Like any other, a lot of eyes is going to be on. People,
right.
please pay your electricity so nothing get cut off on the weekend, please.
Right, right, right. No, exactly, exactly. No, it's definitely going to be a great game. We will be watching that game for sure. I really look forward to that, man. It's going to be an awesome weekend for sports. Now, one of the things, just to transition, man, from that, our last, let me see, we're going to go ahead and cover our very last segment of today, of tonight. Wanted to get into a match that's actually going to be really, really interesting and very entertaining. Um, we have the Canelo versus Crawford Saturday, September 13th on Netflix. Man, this is going to be a huge, huge, huge fight.
Let's
Honestly,
get into it.
look, just from experience, right? And let's just think back for a second. When Mike Tyson had that fight, right? I believe with like Jake Paul. Man, look, the service was tough. If you had like a lower tier Netflix plan, it was a tough match to watch. So like I'm not telling you what to do with your money, but you probably temporarily want to bump up to an HD plan,
High speed,
high
high
speed.
speed.
Absolutely. So you can watch this fight. I think this fight is going to be incredible. Honestly, man, look, Canelo has the power. Crawford has just that
The tech,
swagger
the
about him,
technique.
that
Yes, yes.
focus, that determination to overcome any obstacle. Like this man just he's relentless in the ring. Even when you think, oh shoot, hold on, what's going on with Crawford? He just, he just shimmies and handle business. He's extremely focused. But Canelo, like I said, you also got to watch out for Canelo. He gets you in one, man. It could be tough. So that's why this is just a fight where you just like you don't know where it's gonna go. But my money's on Crawford all day long. It's just it's on Crawford. But what's your thoughts on the matter?
Well, I Carnelo, I respect. He's a traditional man, a good man in the ring. He's been
Right,
productive throughout his career.
right,
But I tell you, he hit hard.
right,
So, but you got one of the smoothest fighters out. That Crawford get paid now, just like Canelo, but Crawford get big money now because remember when he was younger, he used to fight for free in school. So he always been a
right,
fighter.
right,
Now he a technician. He know
right,
how to
right, right.
receive it. He know how to get away from it. It could look like a hard punch, but the deceptive speed from Crawford could counter on that. So long as he don't get hit with one of them unseen punches, that Canelo have, I could see it going the distance. It might be a split decision. It might be, but I got Crawford in victory. I don't know what round. I'm not even going to do this Canelo like that. It might be a split decision and go to the whole distance, but my money's on Crawford at this time.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think it's going to be a knockout or anything like that. I mean, we'll see. I think it's just going to go to distance. This is going to be come down to the scorecard, and then we'll see who's going to be. But honestly, I would love uh, to definitely see a knockout. That would be awesome to actually witness something like that. But definitely, please make sure you guys tune in. We will after that fight definitely bring up the results about that fight and about how that everything transpired. I'm definitely looking forward to that match. Um, but yes, man, episode 2 is in the bag. This has definitely been an awesome show. Like I said, we're always going to bring y'all all the facts. We're going to bring our opinions. We're going to bring y'all the real on the Birdhouse Sports Show. That's just how we do it. Um, any final thoughts from you?
Yeah, I thought we'd get to talking about Cleveland, but I just want to say before we get off the air that we always tired of talking about negativity at and the birdhouse. We wanted to bring some Shedeur, but we want to get a little bit more positive information on that, a little bit more positive things, so we could give some type of happiness from that negative situation he faced with. So long as it's getting
We could do
positive,
that.
we'll bring a little bit to y'all on his growth and his understanding of where he at and where he gonna go with the team and how he's positioning the team and the treatment of him. I'm
Right.
always watching the treatment of this young man. He deserved the best. And you're trying to get nothing for free. Where he worked with the fourth, he's just trying to work with the first. He's trying to work with the second. He just want to be there to be part of the team, a team player. Ain't trying to backtrack nobody, hurt
Right.
nobody, or anything like that. He just want to be an NFL football player and give him the opportunity. You're born who you're born from, and that's it. He was blessed to be born from Deion Sanders. My son, right next to me in the birdhouse, is blessed to be born from me. You got to respect the journey that you on and
Right.
appreciate what God allowed you to be. And that's all I have to say with that. The jealousy got to get out the window, and it's got to be respected that men out here is trying to raise their sons to be proper men so they can raise their kids the same way and be stronger and better than what I am. I want my son to be better than me. I ain't jealous of my son. I'm not jealous of none of my sons. So, you know what I mean? The man
Right.
is not jealous of his son. He wants his son to be a great quarterback in the league. Let it be so. Let it be so. And I hope his brother Shiloh Sanders get an opportunity in the league because he deserved it. I believe that was bananas that happened to him. He got the snot knocked in his helmet, and then when he responded, it went left for him. Like the
Right.
refs
Right.
was
Right.
waiting for him
Right.
and not countering. The play was already over if you look at it, but it is what it is, and God have a plan for all of us.
No, absolutely. No, good point. Good point. This is definitely something we should cover. Just the update on Shador status. He did make the final 53-man roster for the Browns. So shout out to him. Obviously, I feel like I wish he could just go to a different team and have a better opportunity. But at the same time, he'll get a lot of probably scout team reps, and he could use that time to really flourish and just perfect his skills. And we always give reports about
Son,
how well he's
son,
doing.
sorry to cut you, but don't quit. He don't need to go down to the team. I had that same lingo too. He
Right,
need to stay right there and beat the madness down, beat the bananas down, and
right,
succeed and be the number one quarterback that he really is. And he needs to just fight through it because you could change a lot of sadness and make it happy. I'm gonna use this. Y'all gonna laugh, but they're like Monster Inc. There's the scary Browns could be the happy Browns, the laughing Browns, and you get more energy
right,
with joy. God
right.
bless the team.
No, absolutely, absolutely. And look, shout out to Coach Prime again because I believe last time I saw he had about six Colorado former players from last season make the 53-man roster. So that's huge. That's huge. Shout out
That's
to them.
tough.
Shout out to them.
Yes,
Shout
yes,
out to
sir.
them. Shout out to them, man. So yeah, definitely we always gonna shout out Coach Prime. We're gonna shout out Shedeur. Best of luck for Shiloh. But definitely this has been an awesome episode. Like I said, y'all, look, we coming. We coming with the
Ooh,
episodes. We coming. We coming. What's up?
and six Colorados. I'm happy for them getting signed. And Jonte
LeJounte,
West,
LeJounte Webster.
Jonte West, congratulations for getting locked
Uh
in on the Birds, and
on the
also
Ravens,
for
yeah.
Charlotte, the Panthers, Jimmy Horn Jr.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
congratulations, man.
Congratulations. Congrats. Yeah, no, definitely. Well deserved. Well deserved. Definitely. And we're gonna be watching them closely throughout the whole season and definitely see how everything turned out for them. But yeah, this is how, like I said, our sports show, man, it's like no other. We're always gonna bring it to y'all. But this is fun. Looking forward to all the games this weekend. We definitely gonna bring y'all another episode after this weekend, and as we provide our reviews and everything, and you never know what's gonna happen. What else Jerry Jones is gonna do? We're gonna see.
Well, yeah, people, Jerry Joe, hey Jerry, people is just as stubborn as you are. Micah held out just like
Right.
you did, and Micah is somewhere else getting the same money you could have paid him. So Jerry, you know what I mean? You worth 16 billion. You didn't have to play this game, Jerry. You didn't.
Right.
Too rich.
Absolutely. On that note, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Definitely make sure you subscribe to this channel. Definitely stay tuned, ring that bell, and like I said, as soon as the next episode come, we got you. All right. Y'all
Hit
take
the
care.
like button. Subscribe.
Absolutely. Y'all take care.